Five. Okay. Um. Okay. I think I'm live right now. Okay. Okay. Wait. Confirm that you can hear me. Eh? Hello. Abana. Good day, everyone. Excited to be joining again for this live session in our regular series. My name is Vishola Adebayo, and today again we're going to be discussing in our regular series how you can build your brand using social media and reach more customers and sell online. This is in continuation of the Google Digital Skills Program for Africa as delivered by Converge. My name is Vishola Adebayo, and on the live chat section, we have my colleague who will be moderating this session with us. I know Barakat is Andy online there with us. So let's begin. So I need you to introduce to us your name, where you are joining us from via the live chat session. Just write your name. And I want to meet us where you are joining us from so that we can have an amazing session, an interesting session together. So let us meet you. Write your name. I'm quite excited to meet everyone. Just write your name using the live chat session. Just write your name where you are joining us from. So will be nice to read from you all. So the session is titled how to build your online brand and sell. Just your name is fine. Your name, where you're joining us from. Your name, your name. Your name, first name and last name is simple, very specific. Your first name and last name, and then your city of residence, where you're joining us from. Either from Lagos, from Abuja, from London, from United Kingdom. Your name and the city you are joining us from. Fantastic. Your name and the city you are joining us from. So it'll be nice to meet everyone. Our agenda today, we have three agendas that we'll be sharing with us today. The first agenda is to tell us and to share insights or knowledge on how you can build your brand online. How you can build your brand online. How you can, the second agenda will be how you can develop your e-commerce offering online. How you can develop your e-commerce offering. And the third agenda, how you can utilize social media to reach more customer base, clients, your skill area, your passion, how you can drive more revenue using social media. That's the theory agenda that we'll be looking at today, and we'll have more time for questions and answer as we evolve in this session today. So the question I want to ask everyone first, and then I will need us to engage and respond via the live chat session, live chat, chat session where the live box session where we can respond and then drop our feedback and responses via the chat box session, chat box session where we can drop our responses. Is that the question is, as well, how can we, how do you currently market your business online? What platform? For me, I run a digital agency and I use Twitter very proficiently. I use Twitter very proficiently. How do you currently use social media? So you can write that via the chat box section. Let's evolve. So the first agenda that I did introduce earlier is that how can you how how do you establish your brand online? How can you establish your brand online? Now, the question as we engage further again is, what benefits are brought to businesses by going online? What benefits are brought to businesses? You know, in today's digital world, as digital native that everyone is, what benefits? You can just tell us via the chatbot session, what benefits do you think can be derived by going online? By going online, what benefits can be derived by going online? Right? I'll look forward to read our responses, and then I will reply thereafter. So we have I will await the response there and then respond. Okay, while we await our responses, let's evolve. Now, there are some statistics or numbers that I need us to look at. And then I need us to take note of some of these numbers. Reasons why businesses are going online, why they are leveraging social media, e-commerce platform, and building online directory. The first one is that about 1.79 billion people shopped online last year alone. In the year of Corona, in the year of COVID-19, over 1.79 billion people shopped online. And then we go further to say that about 97% of these learners learn more about their businesses online than anywhere else. 97%. Please note these numbers. Great. Generate more income. We have Aisha Abdurrahman saying that generating more income and customers, that's what she leverages by using online. Akola Fumilayo is saying that she uses social media, online platform by getting more customers through online market. Godwin, so I'm trying to read some of our comments. Keep it coming via the live chat section. Edward Wright saying, by going online, a business tends to reach a largely dispersed heterogeneous audience. Sorry to Godwin Solo say, by going online, you get more customers and earn a whole lot of money. Fantastic. So it also confirms the numbers that we have there. About 95% of online purchases will happen through e-commerce by 2040. More than 95% of purchases online will happen by e-commerce in the year 2040. Okay, now beyond all the responses that we've given thus far, how do businesses use the internet? How do businesses use the internet? Number one is that leveraging social media, leveraging the digital technology that we have, you can sell online, you can buy more products online, you can advertise, Google ads, Facebook ads, Twitter ads. All of these are much more of what we get by leveraging digital. Um, you can also reach more customers online, and then also you get to reach more competitors also online. You research them. In today's digital world, why is it essential that you build an online presence? Why is it essential that as digital natives, as business owners, as creative business ventures, as whatever skill area that you have, that you're marketing to get income, to get revenue, how can you build an online presence? Yeah, some of the comments that we have in the chat box section is saying that Oyinda Mola Odeji is saying that it creates more awareness and generates more income. Karim Olamide is telling us that we can take our business online. It makes people more aware of our business and tend to improve source of income. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. So let's evolve. Why we need to build an online presence? It is it has become increasingly important in this digital age. It has become increasingly important in this digital age that for everyone, for every business owner, for how you can make income stream for yourself, how you can generate revenue, your hustle, right? How it can pay, how you can fuel your hustle is to leverage digital, is to leverage social media. It cannot be emphasized for learning, for teaching, for business, for income. Yes, it is important and we have to remain relevant. Erad right. Thank you so much for that feedback. Your birthday from Ijebu says it makes more presentable and known to let people patronize us more. Keep it coming. Amazing. And I like the energy that we are getting this evening. Fantastic. Um, so it is increasingly important to leverage digital, to leverage social media to increase our income stream, um, to get more revenue, to get leverage social media to build businesses and to get income stream. It has become much more important. And much more also is that uh, we need to leverage some of these existing platforms that are available for us today. And what are those platforms? You need to leverage your website. You need to have a website. You need to have social media platform, your Twitter, your WhatsApp, your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your Google Meet and YouTube platforms. And also, you need to have an online directory. You need to also have e-commerce platform. So these are existing platforms that we need to have to leverage the increasingly important world of digital technology and particularly social media platform. Now let's go further. Let's look at some numbers again, and let's keep our interactions coming via the live chat sessions. It is important that we take note of some of these statistics, some of these numbers, so that we can raise questions and then I will respond accordingly. So now let's look at how e-commerce, your online buying and selling, is doing in Africa today. Number one, over 400 million internet users are in Africa alone. 400, how many numbers do we say? 400 million internet users are in Africa. which is second to China. Over 400 million internet users alone in Africa. And again, 10% of retail sales with an estimated value of 75 billion will happen before the year 2025. And also, again, in just 2017, about $16.5 billion was generated by leveraging social media. It shows you to tell us that the tools that you have, the social media tools that you have, you need to use them productively for income generation, to build your brand, to build your personnel, to build your career, to advance your skill area. It has become increasingly important to leverage social media, to leverage digital technology, to build your brand online. Let's evolve. Examples of e-commerce platforms that we have around the world today. Examples of e-commerce platforms that we have around the world today. Number one is Amazon. Amazon is one of the leading online retail store where you get to buy goods online, but more particularly across the world. And then you have Konga, one of the leading e-commerce platforms that you have in Nigeria. These are just examples. We have many more. You have the Jumia. Online e-commerce means your online store where you get to either buy or sell. You have your Jumia, which is also an online store where you get to see a wide range of products and online groceries that you get to buy also. And not just buying, you could also sell online marketplace. You have your Kilimall, you have your Bid or Buy, you have a Gigi.ng. These are existing online platforms, e-commerce platforms in Nigeria or across Africa that you get to um, um, transact with. Now let's evolve. Much more so beyond you having e-commerce platform, there's also the online business directory. Online business directory is more like a catalog. For example, you do cake, you are into website development as a skill area, you are into photojournalism, all that skills area that you have, that you engage in as small business owners. You can belong to online business directory. Examples of online business directory are Yellow Pages of Africa, Africa Business Page, where you get to list your skill area, in niche area, your location, the activities that you do, the size and platform. Right? So these are, and it shows you across the world, not just in your region or location alone. I trust we are having an engaging session, and it has been an interesting um, session thus far. Adeni Iferomi is saying that I'm reading some of the comments that we have here. It makes us easier to sell and buy online. For example, the buyers didn't go to market before, but we can now leverage digital for it. Fantastic sessions. Let us keep the comments coming. All right. Now, how to get listed? How do you get listed on an online business directory? How do you get listed? How do you get listed online directory? Number one, you need to register your business details on an online business directory. For example, Africa Business Pages. You need to put your contact details. You need to put your business sector. Business sector relates to directly. For example, if you do cake, that means you are into confectionaries making. If you are into development, that means you are into technology area. If you are into education, you are into professional service delivery. If you are into photography, if you are into cinematography, if you are into theater art, whatever business, small business that you run, whatever skill, passion that you have, you can belong to an online business directory and leverage digital for it. And then you write the country and region that you have. Now, how can you get your business on How can you get your business on social media? How can you get your skill area, your passion, your interest, your hustle? How can you get it on social media? How can you push it on social media? It is important that with the right marketing plan, you can use social media platforms to create successful campaigns, to create not just to create successful campaigns. You could also use social media to create to increase your sales area income, to increase your business opportunities, to gain brand recognition online and reach more customers and reach more clients also, right? And then you have more income stream for yourself. Now we'll pause to take a few questions, one or two questions, and then we'll continue with the other agendas that we have. Um, so drop your questions so that we can get us engaging. I look forward to answering your questions. Now, the second agenda that we'll be taking today is how can you develop your e-commerce offering? How can you develop your e-commerce offering? We defined e-commerce earlier to be your online store where you get to buy or sell. We have a question. Uh, so now, in developing your e-commerce offering, you need to pick a domain name. For some of us that are into website development as skill area, as small businesses, you need to you need to you need to you need to pick a domain name. You need to pick a domain name. A domain name is unique to you, your brand, and it shows that you are the owner of that website. It shows that you are the owner of the website, and then no one else can pick your domain name. If, for example, you sell cake online and your name is say Iyanu, your website will be iyanukcakes.com. Your domain name will be iyanukcakes.com. Your domain name will be iyanukcakes.com. And it makes you unique in the search engine when people want to search about you. So how do you secure if you make cake and your name is yanukcakes.com or yanukcakes.net or or say for example you are into website development and your name is Ibrahim, your domain name could be ibrahimweb.com, ibrahimtech.com. So it's unique to you, your business area. How can you secure a name here on hosting your domain? You go to GoDaddy or Domain King or Bluehost. These are platforms by which you can get to host your website. And then now, how do you build websites? How do you build a website? How do you build a website? Whatever skills business sector that you run, how do you build your website? For business owners, young entrepreneurs that are into business website development using WordPress and all of that, or their language, they speak the language of HTML. Um, that is speak the language of HTML or several other languages. Um, you could also build your website using Wix.com. Wix.com is a website builder platform, free tool that you can use to build your website. That you can use to build your website. And then more importantly, you could also use Google Meet or Google Sites rather. You could use Google Sites to build your website and or probably engage the service of a professional. On Wix.com, you could actually utilize the service of Wix.com, which is a website builder, and it has existing templates that you could edit and recreate for your website. So, get a service of a professional web designer to do that or web builder. So, with Wix.com, you could build and edit and recreate an existing website to suit your purpose. This initiative is a training and development initiative that is also driven on social media at Google Digital Skills with Twitter and at Digital Skills AF. On Instagram is at Digital Skills AF and on Facebook is at Google Digital Skills for Africa. Do remember to follow those handles also. Let's evolve. How can we promote? One of the questions that we have from Rajesh Suliat is saying that how can we promote our business through the internet? Yes, that's what we have emphasized earlier. You can promote your website, your business area, your skill area by number one, creating social media pages, which I'm going to show us in the next couple of slides now on how you can set up social media platforms for your business. You can create e-commerce platforms. Examples of e-commerce platforms are your Konga, your Jumia. You could also belong to online business directory like Africa Pages or Yellow Pages. And then much more importantly, you could create a website for your business. An example of examples of platforms that can build a website is Wix.com that we are trying to show us right now, and how you can build content from the platform. So let's evolve. Here we are going to talk about how you can upload content on your website. It is far much more okay not to even build a website if you don't have the content on it. Content are in text, in images, in videos, or even audio. You can be a broadcaster, you can be a presenter, you could run a podcast platform, you could have an online radio, right? So it is important that you have your content on that platform, on your website. Let's evolve. Now, best practices when creating your website. What are the best practices when creating your website? Number one is that you need to prioritize your audience. You need to prioritize your audience. Have them in mind when creating your website. Be able to solve their problem, make their life easier, help them navigate through your service area easily. And research, number two is to research your competitors in your industry. If you are into cake making, you need to research what other competitors are doing to be sure that you get much more prominent and highlighted far better and rank above them. Number three is that you need to learn about SEO. SEO is search engine optimization. SEO helps you rank far above others when you are searched in your category of business. Some of the questions that we're having is that what are the risks behind using e-commerce platform for shopping since when we are in the era of cybercrime? Are they big toasting? How you can integrate that, we are going to come to that, is about using plugins, secured plugins. I'm going to show us that in the next couple of slides that we are going to be taking now. Next, thank you, Tosin, for that wonderful question. So now we are there already. Fantastic. So go above and beyond with this e-commerce plugin. Now, how can you integrate plugins to your e-commerce? Number one is to have promotional and discount code tools, which helps you to reach more customers, clients for your services right? You could also have easy checkout tools. When your customers order from your platform, from your website, from your e-commerce channel, you could make them easily check out and make orders, and then they get to pay easily via their payment options that you've integrated. So it means that you need to have multiple payment options integrated via plugins that enables them to uh, transact easily and navigate easily on your e-commerce platform. You could also have SEO optimization, search engine optimization. You could also have email integration, which is a newsletter platform that allows you to reach more customers, more clients for your service industry. So where can you get to download plugins? Where can you get to download plugins? Number one, you go to WooCommerce, you go to Easy Digital Downloads, and you go to WP E-commerce. These are examples of platforms where you get to download plugins for your existing business area. Now, let's look at some numbers again. Why it is important to leverage social media? Why it is important to leverage mobile? Why it is important to leverage to make your website mobile friendly? Number one is that about 2.41 billion people shop online worldwide in 2021 alone. Over 2.41 billion people will shop online this year alone. 2.41 billion people will shop online this year alone. And interestingly, 21 million online shoppers will come from across Nigeria, South Africa, and Kenya. And also is that 50% of these customers will shop more on their mobile phone. So your website, your social media, your platforms has to be mobile friendly, because you are also interestingly might be joining this session via your mobile phone. So all your transactions, your activities must be mobile friendly. Your website must be mobile friendly. Please, it is important. And how can you check if you have used Wix.com to build a website? How can you check that your website is mobile friendly? Just go to g.co/test my site. g.co/test my site. g.co/test my site. To check if your website is mobile friendly. It will show you the percentage, the numbers, and how you need to even optimize and improve upon it if it is not mobile friendly enough. I'll pause again to take questions, and I thought that it has been an engaging session thus far. Let's drop our questions via the chat box session, and then we'll get to respond. We have talked about how you can build a website. We have talked about how you can leverage e-commerce platform. Now, in the next slide, we are going to talk about how you can build social media platform. How you can build social media platform. So I need us to drop one or two questions so that we can ask and respond to areas that are not so clear to us. Yes, so the last topic that was talked talks about how we can build websites, and examples of platforms that we can leverage to build a free website for ourselves is using Wix, Wix.com. Wix.com. It's a free website builder platform. And then you could integrate plugins. Plugins allows you to reach more customers and then get to transact and get more income sales for yourself, and much more also. So you get to reach more customers for your sales, and then you could also go to social media platform at Digital Skills AF on Twitter, on Instagram, and at Digital Skills for Africa on Facebook, or go to z.co/digital skills to get more knowledge on how you can build your website and learn for free. Please, sir, can you repeat how you can check if the site is mobile friendly? Go to g.co/test my site. g.co/test my site. So, thank you. Let's evolve. Now, this part is going to tell us how we can utilize social media, how we can utilize social media to drive sales, to drive more income for ourselves, and to improve upon our skills area, to improve upon whatever it is that we do as small business owners, as entrepreneurs, as hustlers, as digital natives, digital hustlers, right? To bridge that digital divide. How can you leverage digital? How can you leverage social media to drive sales? How can you leverage social media to drive sales? How can you leverage social media to drive sales? So let's evolve quickly. We're 40 minutes, almost 40 minutes into this session. Let's evolve. How can social media benefit your business? Let's start with that. How can social media benefit your business? How can social media benefit your business? How can social media benefit your business? So the first one is that you could generate more sales, you could add value to your brand, you could improve your marketing, you could build relationship and network, and you could stay competitive with your competitors. Benefit of leveraging social media. So I want to respond to some of the questions that we have. You could create a site through a center management system or a learning programming language. Fantastic. Thank you for that, John Oladile. So you could generate more sales. You could add value to your brand. You could improve your marketing. Marketing. You could build more networks and relationships, and you could stay competitive within your competitors area. So let's evolve. How how do you set up a social how do you set up a social strategy? How do you set up a social strategy for your brand online? How do you set up social strategy for your brand online? How do you set up? Number one is that you need to understand these five key legs. Um, the first one is your audience. You need to identify your audience. You need to identify your business goal. You need to even identify your social platform. You need to identify the tone of business, the tone of your voice of your business area, and then you need to measure your success. Let's take each of these in turn. Let's take each of these in turn. Number one, who are your audience online? Understanding the dynamics of social media to drive sales, to drive your skill area, your passion. Who are your audience online? You must first understand who your audience are online. What are they interested in? Who or what influences them? When are they usually online? Which social media do they use? You need to understand some of these dynamics in identifying which social media you want to belong to push your brand, to push your career, to advance your skill area online. So these are fundamental questions in developing your strategy, considering the audience. You also must be able to you must also be able to um, define your goal. You must also be able to define your goal of what do you want to achieve by leveraging this social media to push your sales online, to push your brand awareness online. The goal specifically could be that you want to improve your customer service area, you want to grow your brand online, you want to grow your brand awareness, you want to generate more sales, you want to get more people to be on your website. You need to know some of these things that are quite essential. You need to, maybe probably you want to connect to more audience or more influencers. You need to also determine the third thing to do in your strategy development is that you need to pick a platform. And here I'm going to expose us to on how you can really determine which platform and some of the rudiments around it. You need to um, you need to determine the focus and lifestyle for your industry. You need to start with one, test it, and try another. And different channels need different strategies. In defining your brand social voice online, you need to have a brand guideline. You need to have your logo used. You need to understand your font size and colors combination. You need to understand your personality also of your person, your career, your business, your skill area, and also the do's and don'ts and the styles of your images. You need to also consider all of this in determining the social media you want to use online or you want to belong to. And how do you measure your success area? How do you measure your success area? You need to determine the growth in sales and traffic. You need to improve your customer service. You need to have more calls or ratings. You need to increase brand awareness. You need to reach more number of people or mentions on your social media. These are ways by which you can determine your success goal. So which in learning all of this, which social media platform does your business use mostly? Now, number one, Twitter. What are the dynamics that you need to know in using social media, specifically Twitter? As you know, Twitter is a micro blog platform just like text messaging, short messaging services. I'm sure it allows max for about 240 characters. So Twitter is an essential platform where you can ask questions, you can run polls, you can retweet, you can tweet, you can pin tweets, you can hashtag. And for example, this program is run on hashtag um, grow with Google, Google digital skills, and several other hashtags that you are very much familiar with. Um, you could also get a professional image. Um, you could also get professional good profile image header and your name at your name. Say for example that what we have here at Dollar Shape Club is the username for this account that we are using as an example online right now. So and the platform is running a poll. How often do you change your DSC blade? No right answers there, folks. Well, that's not true, but that's not what this is not. So response is every single shave, once a week, once a month. I'm a fan of razor bond. No, these are examples of how you can run poll online, opinion poll online on Twitter. So Twitter is good for quick fire conversations as a PR tool, your micro blogging platform where you get to tweet your thoughts as you have it, your random moves online as you have it, and then you get to mention your followers. They can retweet you, they can pin posts, and it's always good to engage on Twitter. It's a client base. You have Facebook. Facebook is a good platform that helps you to find your business online. On Facebook, if you create a Facebook page, you can link you can link the website to your business on Facebook. You had your opening hours, you had your contact details, you had calls to action. Do you want them to buy from you? Do you want them to contact you? And then you can even post videos online on Facebook. The third one is Instagram. Instagram is good for photos and video, and then it is also easily good to generate hashtags and trends. As you trend on Twitter, you can also set trends on Instagram too, and then you get to follow influencers, brands, or build more people that get to interest around your industry on Instagram also. And there's a place for where you get to share photos and videos about your product area, service area to a day at the beach also. Right? Um, on LinkedIn, you could get to recruit people on LinkedIn, get people to recruit you. If you are seeking employment or build professional networks or connect with peers, on LinkedIn allows you to create personal or company page and add a profile. It helps you to it encourages your employees to become brand advocates of you on LinkedIn. LinkedIn as a platform allows you to make your company page search engine friendly. You generate much interest by creating special showcase pages, and then you share product news and thought leadership content on LinkedIn. We'll pause for questions again. We'll talk about how you can use Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram to generate and build your profile online, to generate and build more sales, more income stream for yourself, and to add more client base for your brand online. So we'll pause for questions again and take your feedback, comments, contributions, thoughts around some of the things of the information and knowledge areas that we have shared, learned together today around building your brand online and leveraging social media. So I'll take questions as we have it on that platform now. Some of the questions that we have is saying it with so Adegbi Tetos is saying it makes your brand to be known throughout the globe because technology has made the world to be a global space. Um, how can we use how can one use Instagram to generate income? That's from famous. So your skill area, if you're into web designing, if you're into whatever business that you do, whatever hustle that you are following online, you can create an account, a business account or a personal account on Instagram, create short content about it, add to do actions, and then push your content regularly on Instagram and get much more income sales from there. Reach customers, reach clients to push your services. Godwin Itolo is saying that the social media and website work together to improve your business online. Fantastic. It does. By creating your website, it means that you're having authority. If, for example, say, for example, today, Twitter or Facebook shuts down, your website cannot shut down. So they all complement each other. So it is important that you have a website and then you also create social media accounts. Could you please explain the LinkedIn again? Yes. So LinkedIn is a professional network platform where you get to connect with your peers online. Is a professional social network platform where you get to reach more recruiters, where you get to reach employers, where you get to reach, where even as a business owner, where you get to reach business owners as or brand thought leaders around your skill area. And also, it's free to join. It's free to join. Our domain names for free. If you own, yeah, that's from Adeyemi. Domain names are free if you go to wix.com. But if you want to have a paid platform, you can get website hosting platform or website builders to do that for you. But it builds a template that you can use is wix.com. It allows you to build free websites with wix.com, and Wix is spelled wix.com. Thank you so much for those questions. What are the next steps? How do you take this further in the immediate? You can go to g.co/digital skills. G.co/digital skills is an online repository. Developed by Google for free, where you can learn more at g.co/digital skills. G.co/digital skills. You can go to that platform and learn more beyond what we have shared today. It's free, as developed by Google for everyone. G.co/digital skills. So learn more. You could also follow on social media on Facebook. Google Digital Skills is at facebook.com/digital skills for Africa. On Twitter is at twitter.com/digital skills with AF. On Instagram is at instagram.com/digital skills with AF. I thank you all for your listening attention. It's been an awesome session, and I trust that we have learned so much in the last 52 minutes, 53 minutes or thereabouts that we've been online together today. And we look forward to more sessions with you as we evolve on how you can build your brand and share thoughts, share testimonies, and share success stories on how you are really leveraging this platform for social media, and how you can use it to build your brand, build your career, and build your business online. I would say online again to take one or two of our comments and feedback. How can one create a perfect profile on LinkedIn? Fantastic. You can create a perfect profile on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a free professional network that you get to belong to, that allows you to reach more customers, more professional network, or more professional influencers around your industry area. And it allows you to get to reach more competitors around your industry area. And all you do is to create a free account, add your images, add your bio, your information, and then engage productively and actively on that platform. Thank you.